Hi, I was a bit late. I have a few technical difficulties. My name is Aileen Glynn, and thank you for watching my first ever live art show from my home. I'm showing you my new collection of paintings, and I'm really excited to show them to you because I think they're quite different from what I've done before. So just to run through what I'm going to be discussing. Hello, hi. I'm going to be explaining to you how I made these paintings. They're quite different to what I've done before. And also these paintings are not yet available on my website. If you go to my bio, which is in Instagram, is the top of the page, the last line that normally is my website. This time it's a special page just for these paintings. And if you click on it, as a special thank you for watching the live show, it's going to give you a 20% discount for any of these paintings until Sunday night. And also, I'll just show you another little present. Hello, hi. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me just turn around here. Also, as a special thank you, I'm going to be giving everybody who buys a painting from the live show, as it's an experiment for me, one of these fine art prints. They're all archival. They're signed by me. They last 100 years. You just frame them behind glass. And they'll be a really nice addition to any home. So that's a special thank you for joining. I'll just turn this around again. Hi there. So just to recap for those who joined, I'm showing you my new collection of paintings called The Memory of Flowers. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I made them and the background of them. They're not yet on my website, but because of the launch of a live show, you can go to the link in my bio and access a special 20% discount and view these paintings before they go live on my website, if you are interested. So let me just explain. So this is the first painting that I did in this collection. Very quickly as well, you may know that I go for walks, and I find walks really inspire me. And the last few months, the flowers that were around were just incredible. All these hydrangea flowers, like you see, like hydrangea flowers like here, and there's another one here. These flowers here. I absolutely love hydrangeas, and when they came back, it's just so wonderful to see them again. And it made me think about all the memories we have about flowers and the memories they triggered in me, and I'm sure all of you. And there's something about flowers coming back, and then I was thinking, we remember flowers and we have all these memories about them, and what if flowers had memories about us, and what if flowers had dreams, and if they had dreams, what would their dreams be? So that was a starting point for the thinking process. So then I decided I want to capture the essence of these flowers and their incredible colours and their petals and their delicacy. So I needed to paint differently. So what I did is I painted flat. I put canvases on the floor, and I wanted to have very, very thin layers of paint that I built up very, very gradually. And that I wanted the paint to be translucent and almost like petals. You can see they're very, very delicate. And this is the one that there's the video of. And I really restricted my palette to the colour of the flowers. So yellow, green, pink and blue. That's the only colours I used. So let me just talk about this painting first. This painting is called Oh How She Unfurls Her Jeweled Petals. It's 100 by 100 centimetres, 1 metre wide, and this would be €2,000, but for the special launch price, it's 1,600 just for the next 2 days. It has some gold leaf. It's got a lot of layers of colour built up very slowly. So I didn't use any brushes. I let the paint pool and do its own thing, and I manipulated it. I manipulated the paint by moving the canvas and by using spray guns. So there's no brushes, no tools. I wanted the shapes to be really organic and to be like flowers, and I wanted them to overlap like petals. So I worked in a series and I let a layer dry and then I let another layer to create that kind of translucence. So in this painting here, I just want to tell you how I did this effect here. These little jewels, can you see those jewels? These are actually created by little pieces of nail varnish that I sealed in with some translucent gel and allowed the colour underneath to come back through. So they're a little surprise. That's what that is. It's all little tiny pieces of nail varnish, and that is the centre of the flower in a kind of as an abstract way. So this painting is really, really special to me because it's what I call a signpost painting. It's the first painting that let me see how to do this, how to create this new way of painting. The sides of it, I painted in a sort of dark navy black. I don't think you need to frame this. I'd hang it like this. So that is that painting. Oh, how she unfurls her jeweled petals. I just love all those layers and the movement here. So you can see the palette is quite restricted and are the colours of flowers, but of course I've pushed them a little bit as well. So I'm just going to talk about a few more. So those who've joined, thank you very much. And just to remind you that if you go to the link in the bio, there's a special 20% discount and exclusive access to these paintings for the next 2 days before they go live on my website. And also I'm giving an extra present of one of these archival signed prints with each painting sold as well. So this painting, I love this one here. Look at it hanging here. Doesn't it look fantastic against this blue wall? Hi Astrid, hi Rob. This is called They Spun and Flickered with Colour in the Wild Grass. And I was thinking about flowers and the memories of flowers and how they move and their colours and the sort of sparkle and, you know, the feeling of when you close your eyes and you might just see colours in the distance. If you squinted at wildflowers and you saw them move, this is how I imagine they would look. This was the painting that I had started in January and I'd abandoned, and then I came back to it with this new technique of working flat. I absolutely love, you can see this texture here. This to me is very, just kind of petals, and you can see the translucent layers, the blue, you can see the pink underneath. I really, really love this piece. Now most of the paintings in this collection are not framed because I don't think they need to be, but this was very messy, so I have had it framed. This is a lovely frame here. This painting is €585, but the special launch price for all you lovely people is €468. I really, really love this one actually. So that's that there. Then the next painting, these two paintings here, I painted at the same time as the one across here. They were the first three that I introduced this technique. I called, this one is called The Memory of Flowers 1 and The Memory of Flowers 2. So you can see that they have a similar palette, similar colours, and they're both 50 by 50 centimetres. And what I love about this, if you see this shape here, this shape for me is very much like the shape of hydrangea flowers in a very abstract way. You can see those little shapes coming through there, the marks, and the contrast between those marks and then how the paint is applied there. And then the greens, again it's the restricted palette of the green, the pink, the blue and the purple, which are just the colours that are here of those flowers. I love that one. It actually is almost like a person shape as well, but it is maybe the heart of the flower. So it is about the memory of flowers. This one is not framed. I actually quite like that you can see the drips and the marks, the side, if you can see that there. To me, that's part of the history of it. So I'm going to leave it up to whoever buys these, if they want to keep that, or I'm happy to paint it, or it can be framed. Those options are there, but I'm not going to decide because personally I quite like that edge. I like seeing that the blue from here drip down the side. I think it really adds to it personally, but it's a matter of personal preference. It can be framed like this, of course, as well. So the Memory of Flowers 1 is €550, but the special launch code that you all have access to means it is only 440 for the next 2 days. I think it's a beautiful piece. Now moving over to the Memory of Flowers 2. Again, it's a slightly similar palette to the Companion one, if you can see that. And again, the marks, this sort of flower mark is almost bolder. Again, you can see it is referencing the organic shape of the flowers. And then it was built up by working flat, building up colour, layer over layer, very slowly, finding my way, finding this new way of painting. And now this has a little secret in it. You see these marks here? That's like a little magic snowflake that appeared. I was experimenting with different mediums with the acrylic, and that appeared. So again, I think that is so special to me. That is like a little bit of magic, a little bit of fairy dust. I love that. It's like a little flower, a little snowflake. It's really special to me, that mark. Again, this one is not framed, and you can see the edges where the paint was pooling. I worked on it flat so it would paint it. Oh, by the way, the back of the paintings, I signed the back, the Memory of Flowers 2. I sign and title and date the back, and they're ready to hang. But for one collector recently asked me to initial the bottom corner, so I'm happy to do that for anyone who wants it done. I personally like to leave them plain, but it can be done. I can do it in a very subtle way if somebody wishes. So again, you can see the marks. This could be again. I could paint the edges of it, as I did over here. I painted that navy, or it could be framed. That's a matter of personal choice. So this is the Memory of Flowers 2. It's €550. It's 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters, and the exclusive launch code means that it is only €440. Okay, now moving over here to some more of the new ones that you may have seen me work on. This painting I call The Evolution. And you can see the colours here are warmer. As I was working with these, the colours in the summer were changing. So there's a lot more yellow. Again, I limited my palette to yellow, green, pink and blue. And I applied the paint in very, very thin, translucent layers. See, this is the shape that the paint makes with water. I think it's just so beautiful. And then I applied more paint very, very gradually over many, many weeks, many, many layers, until I felt the painting was ready and was finished. So I call this The Evolution. Look at this detail here. I love this. This to me is so much like the center of a flower in a very abstract way, and there's so much energy and happiness in this. This is one I just added a touch of blue to that some of you may have commented on, and I think it sings now. I'm really, really happy with it. Again, let me just show you the edges. The edges are just, you can see just a couple of drips here. I actually love those marks. If you can see along here, it creates almost a 3D effect of how the paint just moved over the edge. I actually like it. I think that would be lovely hanging like that and seeing the sides of it, but it's very, very personal. I was much more careful with these paintings. Look at that lovely drip there, how that comes down from this shape. It really is very organic. So this is The Evolution. It's 40 by 40 centimeters acrylic on canvas, and it is 420, but for the exclusive launch discount, it is only €336, which I think is amazing value. So that is The Evolution. Isn't that amazing? Just love those colours and the contrast. It makes me very, very happy, this painting. Okay, and then moving on to another one. This one is called Harvesting the Blooms Before the Rain. In Ireland, we get these very, very sudden downpours of rain, and often you have these incredible, hi Dermot, you have these incredible blooms in your garden, and there can be a mad dash out to harvest them before the rain, to preserve them, because they're so delicate, they mightn't last the rain. And that was just a memory I had that worked its way into this painting. So again, I worked flat with very thin layers of translucent paint, building it up, these kind of petal thin layers, building them up, and again the limited palette of the yellow, the pink, the blue and the green. I am really, really happy with this. Again, I love that kind of shape here. That is that organic shape of a flower. And the two of them, it's like a couple. And this is very much a memory for me of, thank you Dermot, yeah, the titles to me are really important. I spend a lot of time coming up with the right title because I think for me it's part of the process. So maybe I'm going back to writing a little bit. I had a master's in literature, so I think it's kind of coming back through my painting in a funny way. So Harvesting the Blooms Before the Rain, and again I'm just going to show you the edges. I just love these drips, these marks. It makes it, doesn't it give this such kind of energy? The top is clean. Very little paint on this one. I'll just show you the bottom edge. Yeah, nice few drips at the bottom. I love that actually. I love seeing all those marks. And the energy, I worked quite high up, throwing paint, like dropping a paint, and it created this beautiful energy as a splatter. So that's about the rain, about harvesting the blooms before the rain. Again, I'm just going to show you the title on this. So I've titled it, signed it and dated it, and that is ready to hang. This painting is €420, but if you go into my bio and access exclusive discount for the next 2 days, it is €336. So that is quite a bargain, I think. Very happy with this piece. Okay, so now moving over here. Now these are two very special paintings. These were done together, as you can see, because they have a similar palette. These are more about the darker hydrangeas, the bluey, purpley ones. And for this, I was thinking a lot about how, flowers, we use flowers at these very special moments in our lives. I suppose they mark important moments, like for special occasions, you get a bouquet of flowers, you've had a baby, and on your wedding day. My wedding day, I had blue hydrangeas, which are my favourite flower. So that is what these are inspired by. And I think this is the first painting I did where I actually left so much of the canvas. I was getting more comfortable with working flat and experimenting with a different medium. I love these marks here. They're like the center of the flowers and the shape and the movement. I'm very happy with this. So this is the Wedding Bouquet 1 and this is the Wedding Bouquet 2. Look at that one, isn't that fabulous? Love this. This is my husband's favourite painting in the collection of the Memory of Flowers. Both of these are on canvas. Again, they're not framed, but there's just very few marks, just you can see the edge of the movement of the water, of the paint moving over the edges. Just one or two very soft, delicate drips. So I think I actually would leave them like this. I actually like that mark. Again, I'll show you the back. It's framed, not framed, sorry, it's signed, dated and titled. So these two paintings, the Wedding Bouquet 1 and the Wedding Bouquet 2, are €395 acrylic on canvas. The discount that you access for watching this live show means they're only $316, which I think is if you're looking for a piece of art. I actually think these two will be lovely together. Wouldn't they be lovely together? Love those. Now, this piece is called When I Gathered Cherry Blossoms in a Jar. And these are, I suppose, the abstraction of the cherry blossoms and the leaves. Love this kind of watery shape. It's almost like a jellyfish or that organic shape. So again, I didn't use any brushes while making these. I just applied the paint in various ways, maybe throwing it on, or splattering it on, or very, very gently pooling and spraying. And the shapes are all very much organic. So it's like as if the painting was finding its way, what it wanted to be. I love this. So when I was about 8, I tried to make a perfume from cherry blossoms, and that is what this memory is about for me personally. I love this one. This now is on a cradled panel, it's not on the canvas. I'm just going to show you what this is, because people ask me all the time. So it's basically a piece of wood, a solid piece of wood that the sides are gessoed, the sides are basically painted white, and there are a few drips on the side, which I actually, look at this drip here, isn't that amazing? That is actually like a leaf. I love that. I would leave these as they are personally, but they can be framed. That option is there for you. I could organize that for you if you wish. But I think they're quite clean. They actually look quite nice hanging, and I'll show you a few hanging. So this, when I gathered cherry blossoms in a jar, is 40 by 30 centimeters acrylic on cradled panel, €395 with access to this exclusive discount for the live show. The link is in my bio. It's €316. Now, this is the painting I got the most questions about. This is the painting that I show the video. I show the process of this painting from the very, very beginning to the end. And now I can reveal the name. I called it The Butterfly's Lullaby. The other day when I was walking, there were all these butterflies. Thank you, Astrid. And thank you for loving it. I love it too. I saw butterflies landing on flowers, and this shape here to me is like an abstraction of that, of the butterflies on the flowers. So the layers here, the video of this painting is there from the very beginning to the end, to where it went wrong here, and I had to do surgery to bring it back. But I just love these marks and the layering of the paint, the texture, and then these splatters on top. Like you can see all the layers here. Oh, just love this. Love this. And again, it's on gesso wooden panel. It's on a piece of wood that is signed, so it actually can hang like this. I think it's quite, you can see a few places where it spilled over. You could hang it like that, or you could get it framed, or I could paint it white if you wish as well. So this painting, The Butterfly's Lullaby, is €395, and the discount code that you all have access to, if you click on the link in my bio, just for 2 days, means it is 316. I think that is, so I wondered actually if I should keep this one because of, I recorded the process, so it's the first time I've done that, and it was quite difficult recording, and painting. Look at this section here. You see the blue underneath, the thinness of the pink, like a petal, and then it becomes like purple, and then green here with the mixing, the layers. So I think I found, for me, this is a new way of painting that I found, and I think I'm really, really proud of this work. I'm very proud of it. So this is The Butterfly's Lullaby. Now, a few more paintings left, and I'll be able to answer any questions. This painting is called The Bee Catcher, and look at these marks here. Are they amazing? There's something like a bees, or the centre of flowers, and all the colours. It's quite a hot one. Again, this is later in the summer, the colours, even though I restricted the palette, the pinks are hotter. So there's a movement, so I call it The Bee Catcher. Now this painting has a lot more drips on the edges. So I'm happy to paint this for you, or organising it being framed if you wish. It is the messiest one. Personally, I like it. I think it gives it a kind of a 3D effect on the side. You can see that? It's on canvas, 40 by 30 centimetres. The Bee Catcher is €395, but with the discount code that you all have available to you, if you click on the link in my bio, it is €316. Yeah, I love this. So my last 4 paintings are 4 small ones. I call them the Dreaming of Flowers because I was thinking about flowers and how they dream. This is the Dreaming of Flowers 1. Look at this. Isn't that like a dandelion mark? It's a little moment of magic when the paint moves this way and creates this sort of filigree effect, overlapping the pinks and the blues. So again, my palette is restricted to the colours that I saw around me in the flowers. It's very... So this painting is 30 by 30 centimetres. It's €295, but with the discount code, it is only €236. So again, the little drips on the side, which I actually enjoy. I'd like that hanging up and seeing the drips on the side, but it can be painted white. I'm happy to customize that as you wish, if you want it, or it can be framed. So the Dreams of Flowers 1, and that is only €236 with the discount. The Dreaming of Flowers 2. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very happy with this painting. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, or if there's any difficulty with getting into the link in my bio, that's I had some difficulty uploading it, but I think it's all working now. So this is very much about the organic shapes of the petals and the kind of energy of how they overlap and move. Very few drips. I kept this painting pretty much on the center. Well, it's sort of, and then just the edges there. So the Dreaming of Flowers 2, €295, and with the discount code it is €236. Now, the Dreaming, I'm getting asked questions. I'm happy to answer questions about techniques and stuff. Maybe if you send me a DM later after the live stream, I'll be happy to answer questions about techniques. This is called the Dreaming of Flowers 3. So it's more of a yellowy, greeny, I suppose, and then with the dappled, the pink, the flowers coming through. So you can see the details. And the side again is got some lovely, delicate drips. Very few drips. I was actually a lot tidier than I normally am. I'm normally quite messy. So the Dreaming of Flowers number 3. You can see it's signed and dated. This is 30 by 30 centimetres, €295, but the code means it is only €236. I'm getting lots of hearts here from Astrid. These are your colours, Astrid, I know. And then the last of the Dreaming of Flowers is number 4. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Like a little bit of confetti or something. I just I'm really, really happy with these paintings. And again, you can see the edges. This shows you what it looks like on a wall. So I think the drips give it a little bit of, I like that kind of wrapping around effect of the drips at the edges. And I'll just show you at the bottom, if you can see. Oop. That's how it looks. So those are the paintings. Let me just turn this around again. Those are all the paintings. Thank you very much for watching my first live art show. I was extremely nervous. As my family know, I was really nervous about this. I don't know why. I think it's about showing new work for the first time. It's very exposing, but it's actually lovely to be able to talk about it and explain it. So for those of you who are late, this collection is called The Memory of Flowers. It's all about my feelings about flowers coming back and how they're important and how they signify special moments in our lives. and they triggered all these emotions with me. And then I thought about, if we remember flowers, do they remember us? And if they dream, what would their dreams be about? I painted differently. I painted flat. I had creating organic shapes, and I used a limited palette of the colours of the flowers, which were pink and yellow and blue and green. And for your kindness for watching this live art show, if you go to my bio, there's a special link for you where you have access to these paintings before they go up on my website for everybody else, with 20% off. Plus, I'm giving you one of these fine art prints as well with every painting sold just this weekend, because I wouldn't have enough. And just as a special thank you from me to you for all your support. If there's any questions after this is over, oh, thank you, Astrid. Astrid is being very kind. I really appreciate that. Any questions afterwards, just drop me a DM or an email. And thank you very much for watching my first live art show. Thank you. I'm sure I've forgotten half things I was going to say. Thank you very much. Bye. Have a nice evening.